right. Number 2, the Taboo against peer-to-peer liquidity providers must end. This is a Bitcoin territory, January 1st. Siggy 47, 30 comments, 2,926 cents. Keyan, what's Siggy talking about now?
Yeah, Siggy's talking. I mean, we're having like better and better peer-to-peer services crop up that are a little more censorship resistant, a little more decentralized, but those services working well either relies on a very thick market, meaning lots and lots of people participating in it, or market makers entering and helping fill in the thickness of the market. But it creates a lot of trouble for market makers because banks because they have to interact with a bank. Fundamentally, like one arm of this transaction is interacting with a fiat system, and you can't really fulfill this role well because banks don't want you to do this. So it'd be nice. Siggy's like, well, it'd be nice if somehow we could get market maker functions in these peer-to-peer systems, because that's the main complaint a lot of people have about RoboSats and other, Monstro is another one on Nostr that's kind of emerging right now. BISC too, lack of liquidity. Market makers could fill that, make some money, but they're not popping up, even though there's demand for it, because they have to interact with fiat systems. And so he's like, these systems could really work well if they could figure out this problem. That's his kind of frustration. And then he's asking if other people have thought about this more and have a solution.
Yeah. There's like 2 teams in Top Builder, or at least season 2, that are doing peer-to-peer stuff or attempting to, which I think is, kind of just goes in with what everybody's kind of thinking all at the same time. So it should be interesting to see how it plays out.
Will be interesting.
Top comment from ALJAZ says, you are spot on. The problematic part is the fiat part. For all these peer-to-peer exchanges, you can't just run tons of random transactions from various people through personal accounts without raising lots of flags quickly. Super Testnet says, you do not need a bank account to use RoboSats or BISC. Many money orders and cash by mail perfectly serviceable options. And both let you use the service in volumes of tens of thousands of dollars per transaction with no risk of a closed bank account. There are other risks, though. And then he says, neither is very practical for any kind of serious market-making operation. What do you think, Keyan?
About what?
About any of this, like, you think the peer-to-peer stuff works? Right now, the current iterations that are out there?
I think Siggy gets that. I think what Siggy said is right. The market either needs to get thicker, or you need to make it thick by creating incentives for market makers to enter, but there's no incentive great enough for a market maker to make a market maker go to, like, chance going to jail. Yeah. So you're in a tough spot. You just have to, get more Bitcoiners to participate in these things. That's basically the solution.
Yeah. Go to your local meetup. Trade for sats.